Good morning, everyone. I'm going to call this meeting to order for the Polk County Board of Commissioners for Tuesday, January 14th, 2025. All commissioners are present. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. So first item up on the agenda this morning is for comments for items not on the agenda. All right. Hearing none, seeing none. Next is approval of the agenda.
Also move.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes unanimously. Approval of minutes of January 7th.
Approval.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, passes unanimously. Non-listed items. Mr. Whitaker, welcome and good morning.
I didn't know if I was formally on the agenda or not, but I showed up just in case, but we had a culvert, developed a pothole in it on Davidson Road. It's fairly large diameter curve. I think it's a 4 foot, something like that. I thought we're gonna have an emergency closure of the road. But we were able to do a temporary patch on it so that we can put off the replacement of that until it dries out. So that's why I tried to get on the plan to get it down here, so notify you guys of road closure, but that'll probably be later unless the problem returns. So there's that. Other things, the Fall City Black Rock Road project is pretty well wrapped up. We will be establishing a temporary speed zone on the county portion of that road. The state statute allows us to do that based on construction when you've changed the basically the character of the road. We've done that before 2 times since I've been public works director. And so we'll be going through that process at some point in time later. So just giving you a heads up.
A speed reduction?
It'll be establishing a speed zone.
Speed zone.
There's no speed there now, so I can't say that that's a reduction. So we will identify a speed that we think is safe. And then what we are allowed to do is post it at that speed that we believe is safe. And then we have to do a formal speed investigation within 180 days. So after the completion of construction, so.
This will be done in coordination with the city and Mitchell Street.
It can be. There was already some signs put up on the city portion. I don't know if that was by the contractor or by the city.
I think that was the city.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, and those are 25, and that's what we would sign it as also. So I'm not exactly sure what the process is for the city. I think their rules are a little bit different than for the county, but I don't know how different they are. I've never really dug into it for, what they're required to do.
Are we getting complaints or any observations of what we would expect, high speed so far?
No, I haven't received any complaints of that or any observations of that yet, but construction's been ongoing. They have construction signage and things like that out there. There was concerns, prior to the project, by one of the residents out there that it would result in speeds that were too high, felt that speeds were already too high before the project. And so we will be going through the formal process of that later, but in the meantime, we just established a temporary speed zone of 25. And that's what we did on Rob Mill. And that's what we did on Mistletoe going into Monmouth. We had some construction there.
So all the issues of the fencing right away.
The fence in the right of way was resolved with a waiver of remonstrance signed by the property owner. And that was, I think, finally just got filed a week or 2 ago. The only other remaining issue is the striping, which was not able to be completed due to weather. And I'm pushing for it to be done this week because I think they may have a weather window if they change their striping product. They were scheduled to put down waterborne paint if they can, but FHWA also allows a solvent-based. And if they can switch that product, it can be applied in lower temperatures and higher humidity. But it's gonna have to happen in the next couple of days.
Todd, what will be that stretch of speed zone?
What's that?
What will be that stretch of speed zone? Would it cover the entire paved area?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're thinking 25 miles per hour?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that seemed like a reasonable,
I think residents would support that.
yeah, and it has to be supported by the study.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
so what they allow is it's still 85th percentile, but they, in some cases, are gonna allow down to 50th percentile speed to be posted, so. I try to stay at the 85 percentile. My own personal feeling about that is stay with 85 percentile unless there are compelling reasons why it really needs to be lower. If there's an accident history or significant roadside hazards or something like that, so.
The concerns I heard were on the city side near the intersection of Bridge Street, particularly those apartment residents. People travel at their leisure
Yeah,
in terms of the speed they choose
yeah,
often. So I think keeping it consistent at 25 will be, hopefully the data will.
yeah, I think that's sign 25 going up the hill. And then, well, I don't know how the city's gonna handle signage in their portion, whether they'll put additional signage up there or not, but
Yeah.
we'll need to sign our portion.
Okay, anything else?
All I have at the moment.
Okay,
Thanks.
Yeah.
thank you. Any other non-listed items? Okay, we're adjourned.